Hey, this is Mike with Make, and I'm with Stephanie Santoso, the advisor for making with the White House OSTP, the Office of Science, Technology, and Policy.
Yep, that's right. Hi, Mike.
So we are here at MakerCon, and I'm catching up with everything that Stephanie's working on with the White House OSTP, and it's in specific the its interest in making. So, what brought you here to MakerCon?
Yeah, definitely. So you all may have seen that earlier in the summer. The White House hosted its first ever White House Maker Faire, which was pretty amazing. And so the White House is really, really interested in trying to figure out what are the different ways that we can help to support the maker movement and the development of the maker community moving forward. Realizing that there's a ton of opportunities for hands-on, informal learning across science, technology, engineering, math, the arts, and design, which is super important. There's also a lot going on with individual makers who are becoming entrepreneurs. So we're realizing that there needs to be lots of different ways to support and cultivate a culture of entrepreneurship in the U.S., right? That's going to be really critical to innovation moving forward. And so we're trying to figure out, how can we be part of the conversation and how can we help? So I'm here to really talk to people here at MakerCon and Maker Faire to try and understand what are the ways that the White House can actually help. What are some of the things that agencies can do to help, and how might we be able to foster a culture of creativity moving forward?
That's great. So, White House Maker Faire, huge event, and really exciting. Obviously, from our side, a complete validation of this event that we've been putting on for a number of years now. But there's no bigger platform than having an event like this at the White House. How was the reception on your guys' side?
It was amazing. I would say that the White House is a pretty buttoned up place, right? But it was amazing to see makers interacting with folks that are typically in suits, and I think there were definitely a lot of the suit blazers came off that day. I think that people within the White House and in DC are starting to realize just how important it is to support what's going on in makerspaces, in schools that are trying to integrate making into their curriculum. Now that you're seeing the democratization of tools and technologies, whether that's 3D printing, Arduino, CNC milling, laser cutting, these are all things that are making it easier for people to turn their ideas into real, tangible things. And that's really empowering, and that's something that the White House really wants to support.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. It was a lot of fun on our side, and fingers crossed it happens again every year.
Yeah, maybe White House version 2.0. I don't know, but I hope.
I think we all do. So, what types of things within the makerspace are getting you really excited lately? What personally, what have you found that's really cool?
So I'm personally really interested in all of the really fascinating hardware startups that are popping up. Right, you have all of these really interesting devices like Pinocchio. They're being crowdfunded through platforms like Indiegogo and Kickstarter. And one of the things that I'm really interested in trying to understand is I think there are often lots of challenges associated with starting, in particular, a hardware company in the U.S. and figuring out how can we make that easier, and what is a better, more efficient model look like. So I think the hardware side of things are really fascinating. I think sort of the future of 3D printing for encouraging students to get more interested in STEM topics. So I think 3D printing is a really shiny, appealing technology, but it also has a lot of really great educational value. I mean, it can teach students about all sorts of concepts related to math and science and technology. So I'm really interested in trying to see what are the different ways that we can get some of those tools and technologies into more schools.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. There's an advocate for making in the White House, which is great. We've got some incredible things happening already. So thank you very much for helping foster those things. Anything coming up soon that we should keep our eyes open for, looking forward to?
So, one thing that I would love to pose to everybody at home or whoever is watching is we often try to ask this question, if you had 15 minutes with the president, what would you say to him? And I would specifically like to ask you, if you had 15 minutes with the president, what would you ask him to do to help support the maker movement? I'll leave it broad. It could be making an education, it could be entrepreneurs, but from your own perspective, what is that? And I would love to actually, to the extent that you can respond to that in the comment section or write to Make Magazine, that would be great.
Yeah, it would be great. I'm already percolating some really interesting ideas.
Yeah.
So I will put those in the comment section below as well. So for those of you guys who are watching this, either on YouTube or on Magazine or anywhere else, let's hear what you guys would
weigh in. Definitely weigh in. We'd love to hear.
Yeah, great. Well, thank you, Stephanie, and I'm really excited about everything that's been happening. Looking forward to continued growth and excitement.
Thanks, Mike.
All right.